Did you know that there is an island in the Bay of San Francisco, which was actually completely discovered by humans in the 1930s? Although today it looks like just another natural island in the landscape, Treasure Island did not exist before 1900. 6. Engineers used millions of cubic meters of sand and rock dredging of the bottom of the bay to create this artificial island in record time. With the objective of to pave the way for a major international event, the island was built to host the international exhibition Golden Gate of 1939, a world fair celebrating the opening of the Golden Gate Bridge and Bell Bridge. During that time, Treasure Island was filled with futuristic pavilions, shows, and exhibitions that showed how they imagined the future of commerce, technology, and travel around the Pacific. After the fair, the fate of the island changed completely. The U.S. Navy took control of the site and turned it into a naval base for decades. Today, Treasure Island is undergoing another transformation. It is developing as a new neighborhood with housing, parks, and spectacular views of San Francisco, reminding us that one of the most curious places of the Bay was born simply out of sand and a great engineering idea.
The Navy knew their San Francisco Bay base was radiologically contaminated. They cleaned it up on paper, certified it safe, and handed it over for development. Then the fraud unraveled. Treasure Island served as a naval base for decades, used for nuclear decontamination training and radiological testing. When the Navy transferred the land to San Francisco in the 1990s, residents moved in. Then a federal investigation revealed the cleanup contractor had been falsifying soil sample data, submitting clean samples from off-site to replace contaminated ones on-site. The contractor was convicted.
Did you know that Treasure Island in the San Francisco Bay was originally intended to be a second airport for San Francisco, but with World War II looming, the U.S. Navy seized the island and turned it into an air facility. Prior to the man-made island's construction, that part of the bay had really shallow clearance from rocks and was a shipping hazard. The rock was quarried to make the waterway safe for ships, and the rock was used to build the island. Fairgrounds opened on the island in 1939 until the Navy took it over in the early 1940s, and it was used by the military for decades until it was sold back to the city for $105 million back in 2009. Since then, a number of remediation projects to clear out radioactive waste and chemicals and a number of redevelopment projects have been underway. There's now a ferry terminal on the island, and there are a ton of mixed-use development projects underway, which is going to give new life to Treasure.
A new park is coming to Treasure Island. It's the first major park for the island. A feature known as the Magic Carpet was part of Treasure Island when it opened in 1939. Now the elaborate plant feature is returning as a theme of Cityside Park. According to the Chronicle, the first 6 acres of what will eventually be a 24-acre park are set to open next Saturday, September 13th. And the park will stretch along the shoreline and offer several unique viewpoints of San Francisco landmarks. The landscaping was created with drought-resistant plants, and the cost of the project is $12 million.
San Francisco Island is being converted into a multi-billion-dollar mixed-use community with 8,000 new homes, over 300 acres of parks and waterfront promenades, with some of the best amenity spaces you can find anywhere in the Bay Area, and unobstructed views spanning from the East Bay and Bay Bridge across the city and the Bay to the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, Angel Island, and Marin. Developers have been working for over a decade to turn Treasure Island into a cutting-edge, environmentally sustainable community, and I filmed a tour of everything going on at the island, going over how they're converting it from an old naval base into one of the most ambitious developments in the city's history, and walking through everything.
Treasure Island across the Bay Bridge is set to become the largest housing project in the San Francisco Bay Area. 1,000 units of housing has been built in the last 3 years, and the plan is to create a total of 8,000 homes surrounded by parks and open spaces. Would you consider living on this human-made island that was previously a naval base? Comment below.
A brand new 24-acre park is coming to Treasure Island, and the views from here are going to be unlike views in any other part of the Bay Area. Cityside Waterfront Park is being built on the western edge of Treasure Island as part of the 180-acre redevelopment of the entire island that's going to bring a brand new mixed-use community with 8,000 new homes. When it's completed, the park will span about 300 feet inland from the shore to Cityside Avenue and about 3/4 of a mile in length. CMG is developing designs for the park and the streetscape for the entire development. Part of the park's design will include event lawns, habitats, landforms, and unobstructed views bridge to bridge.
Treasure Island, a man-made island in the San Francisco Bay, used by the military and Navy in World War II. Having another island in the middle of the San Francisco Bay might sound cool until you find out it's mostly barren due to environmental damage. And when I say barren, I really mean it. No nature, no trees, no parks, really nothing out here. It's also pretty small at like 400 acres. Most of the island still consists of low-income housing. But in recent years, Treasure Island has undergone new luxury apartment developments with sweeping views of San Francisco. Every Saturday this October and November, there's a event called Off the Grid by the waterfront with food trucks, music, and these tents me and my friend has took a nap under. Food check, we got chicken and rice from Lahori di Khushbu and a gyro burrito from Kebab Charlie, and both were very flavorful. It definitely has the most stunning views of the city. And if you want to visit, you can take the ferry here or take the Muni line 25. I'm honestly feeling a high E, mainly due to the lack of things to do and businesses.
Treasure Island is already one of the most ambitious redevelopments in San Francisco's history, and it's getting even better with Bay FC's soccer training facility coming to the island. World-renowned architect Olsen Kundig is designing the space, and I bet you'll be hard-pressed to find another training facility in the world with views like this. The facility will feature 3 soccer fields in a 2-story structure with indoor training space and recovering space for athletes, things like a weight room, medical and wellness spaces, office spaces, meeting areas, and everything about the design is focused on maximizing those views and taking cues from the luxury residences popping up all over the island. These renderings look amazing, and Olsen Kundig is one of the best out there.
This is Treasure Island, San Francisco, a popular place for many tourists to visit when they come to San Francisco. And today it's undergoing a transformation with new housing, a new park, public art, and some community amenities. And let's all salute the Treasure Island Fire Department on their training. Looking good, guys. Here's a look at one of the nice parks that they got on Treasure Island. And they got a grocery store right here, Island Cove Market, a full-service grocery store, and they got a snack bar in there if you want burgers and such.
Climate is coming for the new luxury condos on Treasure Island in the middle of the San Francisco Bay. It's pretty close to sea level already. It's made from land that was dredged up from the bottom of the bay back in the 1930s when San Francisco hosted the World's Fair. Some of the planned condo towers and shopping complexes aren't due to be finished until 2035. Contractor with the development said that the island should be good for about 35 years after that.